These are the plaintiffs, Sharon Fallons and Ronald Harshaw. Sharon says the defendant's son pushed her son Ronald down a flight of stairs and beat him up, giving him a concussion, a sprained ankle, and a broken arm. Since the attack's a felony, he was arrested. This has been quite traumatic for her son. The defendants are stubborn, rude people, and she just wants the $3,000 they're surely owed. These are the defendants, Erica Ford and Milan Moses. Erica says the plaintiff's son Ronald was running his mouth off about her son Milan and bullying him. The plaintiff's son threw the first punch and her son Milan reacted and pushed him a little. Besides, the injuries the plaintiff is claiming are false and bloated, and this lawsuit's nothing but an attempt at a shakedown. They're accused of using force. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,000 for lost wages.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Sharon Fallons?
Yes.
And Ronald Harshaw?
Yes.
Okay. You are suing Erica Ford and Milan for $3,000, $1,900 of it, and some change in out-of-pocket expenses and co-pays for the fight that I'm about to hear about, and $1,000 of it for pain and suffering. All right. I'll get to the moms momentarily. I want to first talk to the children. First of all, Ronald, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 15.
Okay. What happened?
Well, it all started in 8th grade, last school year, and Milan had a girlfriend named Jasmine, and him and Jasmine broke up, and me and Jasmine had a lot of classes together, so we interacted a lot and talked and had conversations and everything, and so we started talking on the phone, and you know, we started to like each other, I guess.
Were Milan and you friends before this? Or just you went to the same school? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
So,
but you didn't have a problem before this? Okay.
So we started talking on the phone, and she breaks up with Milan.
Oh,
so,
you started talking on the phone first, then she breaks up with Milan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So then, after she breaks up with Milan, you know, we're talking more and more, and so then she gets back together with Milan. And so I stopped talking to her, but she calls me, and I don't want to talk to her. I tell her, you know, you go out with Milan, we can be friends, but we're not anything more than that. So I don't know how Milan got mad at me over this, but I hear he wants to fight me. So I hear that he wants to fight me, and I try to go to him man to man. And we're in the hallway, and I say, you know, I'm not going to fight you over a girl. And, you know, I stopped talking to her, and he doesn't say anything. He ignores me, and I can tell that he's mad at me, so I just say, all right, whatever. So it was the end of the day, and down the stairs, you have to get out the door to go down the stairs. You have to go down the stairs to get out of the door. Yes.
How many stairs?
It's a good 10 or 12, a full flight.
Okay.
Okay. So about two steps before I get to the stairs, I feel a big shove come behind me, and it was very forcibly. So after that, I tumbled down the stairs, and it became a blur, but I still remember most of the details. So I hit my head, and I try to catch myself, and that's when, you know, I messed my wrist.
Did you fracture your wrist?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You broke your wrist?
Mm-hmm.
And do you fall at the landing, or I guess you stop at the landing, right?
Yeah, I tumble down the stairs, and then I stop at
you need to stop.
the bottom.
Okay, I've been watching you chicken neck and do this whole thing from the minute this boy started talking. You weren't there. I'm going to get to your son, but I want you to stop coaching him, stop talking in his ear, and let me hear the story from the two of them, okay? Go ahead.
So I see him coming down the stairs to try to get on top of me or whatnot. I wasn't going to let that happen. So I get up, and I'm dazed because I hit my head. And
What did you hit your head on? Do you know?
Probably the stairs.
But you don't know? You think the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm looking around, and he's in my face trying to get me to hit him because he's pushing me and everything. And so a teacher comes and breaks it up.
Did you get I hate to say a chance, but did you get a chance to hit him while you were being pushed around?
I got a chance, but I did not.
So you did not throw a punch?
I did not throw one punch,
Did
Your
he
Honor.
throw a punch at that point?
No, but he was pushing me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the teacher comes down, breaks it up, and I go out the stairs, and I don't know why I didn't tell the teacher, because she didn't see it, obviously, because she just sends us out the door. So and when
Now, Mom, they're not supposed to send him out the door and go onto a bus when there's a fight. That's
No,
against
there
school
is
policy,
not.
correct?
That's right.
All
That's correct.
Do you have a lawsuit against the school?
They're next.
Okay.
They're
Go ahead.
next.
So when you get out the door of the school, the buses are lined up. So while I'm on my way down to my bus, I run into my friend Nerea, and I see him coming up behind her, the defendant.
Who is him, the defendant? Okay.
Yes. So he's behind her talking and everything and yelling and calling me names and everything, and she's holding me back for some reason. I'm just trying to get to my bus. So while she's holding me back, we're in the grass, and it was snowing that day. And so I slip in the snow, and all of a sudden when I'm trying to get back up, I feel a punch to my head.
To your head?
Yes.
And what happens? Tell me what happens after that.
Well, he hit me once, and I get back up, and he runs off to his bus.
All right, you ended up going home on the bus, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever end up throwing a punch at all?
No,
Okay,
ma'am, I did not.
Hold on one moment. Let me hear from you, Milan. What happened?
This started at the beginning of the day at school. My brother's friend came up to me and said, Ronald, he was talking to his friends about me.
Talking to his friend about you saying what, though?
Like, his friends didn't tell me.
Okay,
Like,
but something bad?
yeah,
He's trash talking about you,
Yeah,
but
like he was talking
but the guy
about me.
didn't want to tell you what?
yeah.
Okay.
And then, the end of the day, I heard Ronald said I wasn't going to do nothing. He was going to bully me. So,
He actually used that phrase, I'm going to bully you?
yeah.
Kids use that phrase, I'm going to go bully you?
No, I hadn't heard that one.
So,
Go ahead.
I overheard him, got mad, and pushed him. But I ain't even
You
see
push him down the stairs?
I didn't see the stairs. I didn't mean to push him down the steps.
Well, you know where the stairs are. It's your school. You've been going there for 3 years now?
But I barely take those steps because none of my
Come
classes
on,
are
man.
that
You know
way.
that the stairs are there. You know, you know how crazy that was? Do you understand the kind of damage that could have happened?
Mm-hmm.
That people die from head injuries every day across this country. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you were thinking about that. I think you were thinking about that tasty girl. What happened with the girl?
The girl.
wasn't about the girl.
Your Honor.
No, don't give me some long-winded explanation. What happened with the girl? Where is she now? Did you end up staying with her?
No,
She dumped you?
no.
I'd dump both of you. I wouldn't want anything to do with either one of you if this is happening. What ended up, like, did you guys stay together then? Or did you guys break up then?
We broke up then.
Like, right because of this? Or
It wasn't because of it. I just stopped talking to her.
just, nobody even broke up? You just stopped talking to each other?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You push him down the steps and what happens?
And then he bounces right back up and say, "You better be lucky." And then I walked down the steps and started pushing him. Then the teacher came and broke it up. So I went back to my bus. I saw him standing at my bus. And then he was just standing there looking at me. So he said, "I better be lucky again." I was like, "What you gonna do?" Then he pushed me and I pushed him, so we started fighting.
Okay. And did you punch him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you punch him in the head?
Mm-hmm.
Did he punch you?
No.
So how do you start fighting when you're doing all the punching? Sounds like you're doing all the butt kicking. All right. Now, how do the moms find out what happened? Let me hear from you first.
I work 2 jobs.
What do you do?
I work 3rd shift at the Ohio State Medical Center James Cancer Clinic. I take cancer patients from their diagnosis to the morgue. I work 3rd shift. 1st shift, I take care of.
Are you a nurse or are you an administrator?
I'm going to nursing school next year. Right now, I'm just a PCA.
Okay.
My
Just a
second job, I
PCA.
take care of terminally ill patients in their home for hospice.
Okay.
I call Ronald every day to make sure he's home okay. I'm on my way. Are you in the house? Is everything okay? This particular day, Ronald could not get his words together. They were blurred. They weren't making any sense. It sounded like he was half asleep, and I found myself getting irritated because I'm real,
I get that impression.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, plus, when your 15-year-old teenager calls you and is
So-
slurring, you want to go home and find out what's going on.
You know, so I make a beeline home. What's going on with my child? I get home, I can't wake him up. So I begin to gently rub his back, Ronald, 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 and he moaned. And when he rolled over and I saw his face, I thought I was going to urinate on myself. He had hickeys up to here. He still
Well,
has
they weren't
the burn
hickeys.
marks
He had bruises from
on his forehead.
Okay.
The punch, I guess, where he was hit in the face, long scratches going down his neck into his chest, but he kept saying, "Mom, my head is killing me. Mom, my head." And I'm like, "What happened? You didn't leave my house this way this morning."
Did he tell you about the fight?
He was trying to tell me. All he kept saying was, somebody pushed me down the stairs. Off we go to the emergency room. We get to the emergency room, and he begins to tell the doctors and everyone there what happened, and I instantly asked for the detectives to be called. And I filled out a police report.
When do you, hold on right there. When do you find out what happened?
I found out an hour after it happened. The principal called me at work.
Okay. So the detectives are called out to the hospital, and what happens?
They take their report, and I get Ronald home. They diagnose him.
What did they? Yeah, right.
They diagnosed him with a severe head injury, sprained ankle, and a sprained wrist.
Okay.
I get him home, and I get a phone call from Mr. Freeman, the principal, saying that Ronald had been in a fight and that he'd like to speak to me the next morning. Well, the next morning, I'm in his office with Ronald and my doctor's reports.
Okay.
And we began to explain to him what had happened in the hallway, that Milan had shoved him down the flight of stairs, and he got so excited. I got a videotape in that hallway. He says, you get Ronald home and get him back in bed, and I'll call you. Before I could get home, Mr. Freeman had called me, and he said, Miss Valens, first of all, I want you to understand this is the most appalling videotape I've ever seen as an adult.
Do you have the videotape?
I don't have a videotape, but I have a letter from the head of the Columbus Public School lawyer. Because of juvenile rules, and Ronald's not the only person in the tape,
right.
They will not release it, but I do have a videotape.
And what did the principal say to you? That is what?
He said it was the most appalling tape he's ever seen. He said Ronald was walking toward the top of the top of the steps, and all you see is Milan come with a running start and just shove him down that stairs.
Did you see the videotape?
I did see the videotape.
Did you get suspended?
He was up for expulsion.
Yeah.
But they said, according to the tape, it looked like it was an accident.
An accident? How do you accidentally? Your son just told me it wasn't an accident.
Right, but they expelled him.
Just hold on.
They didn't expel him. They only suspended him for 2 days.
I understand they didn't expel him. Maybe they should have. But how is it an accident when he has a running start and pushes him down? Your son told me, yeah, pushed him. Well, it was a running start or not? Your son admitted he pushed him. How would it be an accident?
He did push him. And like he said, he didn't realize the steps were there. He fell down the steps and stood back up. I seen the tape.
Do you understand how bad this could? I've seen people die for much less than this flight of stairs. Do you understand that? Do you understand what a head injury is? Do you understand that people trip, get a head injury, and then like a week later they're dead? Do you understand the kind of damage that could have happened here? She's suing you for $1,900, of which is her out-of-pockets on the medicals, and I've been through the bills. And then she's suing you for $1,100 in pain and suffering, okay? Because the kid ended up missing how much of school?
3 months, Your Honor.
No,
stop talking. 3 months of school?
Yes, he did.
How many follow-up visits were there to the doctor after the day of the emergency room?
Approximately 45 to 50.
Okay.
This child played football.
And what, just a second, because my worry is this. I see what happened in juvenile court. The judge made Milan write an essay. What did I do wrong? How could I have done it differently? I don't know who wrote the essay. I'm hoping it's you. I gather you might have gotten some help on it, because it's really well written. And it looked totally contrite. But you don't look so contrite here. Your mom's not even letting you get a word in edgewise. You may be contrite and you just are nervous, but she's certainly not contrite.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Do you believe that kids use the phrase, I'm going to bully you?
No.
So, okay, but now here's the thing, though. Even if the plaintiff said, I'm going to bully you, could the defendant then use force by pushing him down the stairs?
No, he can. No.
What do you think?
That's not right behavior.
Can he do anything if the guy says, I'm going to bully you?
If I feel threatened by someone saying that they're going to bully me, then I would use self-defense, so maybe yes.
So you could push him down this, that would be, that's kind of radical.
No, if I'm the defendant.
I know, I get your point. It's kind of radical going inside the courtroom.
Listen to me. Stop. Just listen to me. I've got teenagers. Okay? I've got teenagers. I know how painful this is for you. I know how exasperated you are because you feel like your son is paid enough because of what you've taken out of his hide, because of what the system took out of his hide and because of the way he was portrayed in the school after this happened. I know, I understand why you're frustrated, okay? But I also understand how she's frustrated. And if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be looking for, you think she's seeking blood. You think she's looking for blood, and you think it's wrong. But do you understand how you would feel if you were on her side, where her son ends up missing several months out of, your son admitted it was several months. Stop shaking your head and look at me, because I'm starting to lose my compassion for you, okay? Just listen to me. Do you understand how it must feel for her that her son ends up getting pushed down the steps, ends up getting a concussion, because she's not just talking garbage, I'm looking at it in the medical records, ends up having to go to the doctor that many times, ends up having $1,900 out of pocket, okay? And that the boy ends up with headaches, lack of concentration. I've read the medical records. Maybe you should, okay?
I never did. I never got the
Well, you
medical
should.
records. I never sat down and talked with her.
Milan, did you get help on that essay that you wrote the judge?
A little, yes.
Yeah, I know. I would help you if it were my kid. Let me ask you, much as that judge was interested in hearing from you, only I don't want to see it in writing, I want to hear it from your soul. What'd you learn in all this?
Learn just to walk away. Don't.
What'd you put your mother through in all this? Your parents through? How's it been for them?
Terrible.
They deserve that?
No.
Are you sorry?
Like,
Milan,
what you
your mother's
mean?
about to hit you on the back of that head. Back of that thick head of yours. Are you sorry about what happened?
Yes.
Have you ever told Ronald personally that you're sorry, as opposed to just said it through the judge because you're worried about what's going to happen to you in court?
Yes.
Do you did anybody ever put you two in the same room to talk, or nobody wanted to do that?
No.
Well, he's here right now. Is there anything you want to say to him? Not because of me, not because of your mother. Seriously, is there anything you want to say to him? The answer is no. Just say no. It's not going to affect how I rule.
I'm sorry for pushing you down the steps.
You have a counterclaim against who for $1,000? Go ahead. Talk to me about your counterclaim.
Because I'm off work, I'm not getting paid for none of this.
Whose fault is that?
I feel like it's both fault. They both learned a lesson here.
Yeah, but how is it his fault when your own son says he didn't throw a single punch? How is it the mom's fault that you are out of work? How is it anybody's fault other than Milan's that we are in this mess? How? Even Milan doesn't say it's anybody else's fault. Your counterclaim is dismissed. As far as their claim against Milan, I am finding in your favor. I'm finding in your favor in the full amount. You're capped by the statutory amount. I am not finding in your, you're not suing for lost wages, you're suing for pain and suffering. Correct?
I didn't
I'm
sue
finding
for-
in your,
right, I didn't sue for the 3
there's
days,
enough pain and
yeah.
suffering with a broken wrist and 3 months out of school. There's no
He
question that there is
suffered.
up to this statutory
Yes.
maximum of pain and suffering. Okay?
Yes.
Because if it was my kid who was out of school for 3 months, you better believe it's worth $1,500 in pain and suffering. Verdict for the plaintiffs, $3,000.
Verdict for the plaintiff in this case and the defendant on the way out of the courtroom. All right, so step on in here. Milan, you're really the main person involved in this case. What are your feelings now coming out of the courtroom after the matter being settled like that? Well, at least you did turn, you get a chance to turn to him and apologize to him in court. What was that moment like for you there?
Like, I didn't really mean to push him down the steps.
So that came from your heart, right? All right. Okay. Right around the corner there. And
Thanks.
all right, so come on out here. All right, the case is over. A couple of glances over in his direction there as he leaves the courtroom. When he turned to you and apologized, you nodded quickly. It looked like, well, what did you feel at that moment?
Well, I forgive him. I mean, we all make mistakes and everything, but he still had to pay the price, you know. But, yeah, I forgive him and everything. So it's no hard feelings. It's okay. But, yeah.
And what about your physical condition now? Any repercussions from the concussion, the arm? Are you physically 100%?
I'm 100%, yeah.
Right, all right. What did you learn from all this?
Be careful what girls you mess with, because some of them try to play you, you know. But, I mean, it's okay, though.
You hear that, Jasmine? All right, Harvey.
Short and sweet, you can only use force if there's a real threat, and even if there is a real threat, the force has to be reasonable. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.